I'm walking around in the streets off Wenshu Temple. I peeled off from my group. I saw a Walmart and I thought I might be able to find a face mask of decent quality that actually does something to protect your lungs from inhaling the disgustingly high levels of pollution. The filthy fucking air quality. But all they had were the cheap decorative masks that don't do anything. Can't believe Walmart wouldn't have that. You gotta find a 7-Eleven. They'll sell you the 3M mask that actually fits molded to your nose without a gap. If you put a mask on and when you're breathing you don't feel it creating a vacuum so that it puffs in and out when you breathe out, then you're just breathing air through the gaps in it. It's not doing anything to protect you. Already from walking around for an hour outside, I feel the back of my throat burning. You can probably hear it in my voice. This air quality is not healthy. I mean, you can see how bad it is in the camera. So I don't know what happened to the tour. It was pretty much a total waste of time, unfortunately. I don't know what was up with that tour guide. He didn't know where he was going, it seemed. And when we walked through the market, he said usually he does smaller tours with only like a few people, but this happened to be a bigger group this tour. So I don't know. Maybe it's better on a small group. So they have a lot of like restored or imitation Qing stuff, Qing style buildings here with knick-knack curio shops, food stalls, etc. This is Chinese touristy. So like this stuff's all geared for Chinese tourists to come and wander around. I don't find it very interesting now that I've been to a lot of similar places around China. What did they call it in the guidebook? Or maybe on the map I labeled it. I don't know if this is the entrance here. Maybe Wenshu Folk Street after the temple. So I think this is the temple here. I don't know if this is the entrance. No, this is a vegetarian restaurant. They close at 2 if you're interested in lunch. So let's see if we can enter the temple proper. I feel a little bad. I didn't tell the tour guide I was leaving, but he actually saw the look on my face when he was doing the tour and he said, "Are you disappointed?" And I was like, "Well, it seems like you have interesting things to say when we were walking through the market, but you know, you just kind of mentioned them to like one person. And then I maybe overheard you say one thing. Like, it'd be nice if you told the group." Let's see. So this is the temple. This is the Stele corridor. Let's see, there's some English translations. I downloaded the Lonely Planet guidebook on my phone before I left, but I'm annoyed. Their interface is really stupid. They give you like 5 chances to download it, and then you press the button, and even if you have a pretty strong Wi-Fi connection, it's not a very seamless download from their webpage to get it onto your phone. You really have to do it on your computer first to make sure you get the file on your computer, and then transfer it to your phone, which is a pain in the ass. You should be able to do it right from your phone. But somehow it managed to only get, on this one, the PDF, which is not the best way to look at the book. And then you'll do this. You'll be like, all right, well, let me search for Chengdu, right? And la-di frickin' da, it'll take you, you know, million years to look up. And then when it does find it, it'll tell you around Chengdu. Like, this is like the introduction page stuff, right? All Lonely Planet did was take their book and scan the pages and put it on in the same format. They didn't actually like make it very user friendly. And in this PDF, when you look at the maps, they're tilted to the side. So you try to turn your phone and then the map tilts. And you're like, what the fuck? So I can't even take a look at the map in the right orientation. You gotta open up the EPUB file, which I couldn't get on this phone because it was too big a file. Used up all my chances of downloading it every time I tried to open it on the phone. And I had a strong Wi-Fi connection. It's like so ridiculous. La la la. See, look. Can I please have Chengdu? No, you may not. Fuck you, is their answer. You want to open up to the section quickly on Chengdu? Fuck you. Can I follow the hyperlink? That'd be nice. Cancel. Now can I follow the hyperlink? No? You can highlight it. Around Chengdu? Will that work? Can I follow this link? Lonely Planet. Yay! I opened the page for what I was looking for. Yay! Hurrah! Hooray for Lonely Planet! And look how friendly it is. Maybe actually this is the EPUB version. So user friendly. Let me flip through a million pages to find what I'm looking for. Thank you, Lonely Planet. Really? La la la. La la la. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It says like essentially, can I use it and find what I was looking for when I visit the site, and I don't have to carry a guidebook on me? That'd be nice, right? Let's see if I put in Wenshu. I really feel let down today by resources. See, this is what if there was a Steve Jobs at Lonely Planet, you know. Can you imagine what phones would be like? How unfriendly it would be to use a smartphone 10 years now after the iPhone's been out about. If someone hadn't cracked the fucking whip. And obviously, you know, you wonder why I worked in the publishing industry. And people wonder why it's dying because of this shit. So they fucking took a book and slapped it online, made it totally, didn't try to like change it at all to make it user friendly. So, Bodhisattva of Wisdom. It's Chengdu's largest, best preserved Buddhist temple. Vegetarian restaurant. The old street. Yay, I found it. So let's see if I can get into the temple proper now instead of wandering around like a fucking moron. So this is what I don't like. I went on this fucking walking tour this morning, and they fucking have you wandering around like a moron. Could have done that on my own. Like, really? Like, just walking? Literally with no instruction. We went to the Catholic church. He didn't know where it was. And we finally found it. And he's like, oh, it's closed. But we just walked in the gate because the gate's really open. And then he's like, okay, this is the Catholic Church. And then he was having a discussion with someone who's from a Catholic country about like what it's like to go to church. And I was like, really? This is a guided tour, walking tour? Like, I could have done this on my own in like a tenth of the time. Tea restaurant. I think I was just in a bad mood to fucking begin with from the bullshit with the mask this morning. I knew it was going to be a fucking garbage mask. I held it in my hand and I said, well, 18 yen's about $3. And like, maybe it can just tide me over for the morning. And so I can like have something on my face while we're walking around. But no, it's a piece of junk. Of course. Hey, there's our tour group. Hello.
Okay, sorry, what's your name?
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to try the restaurant food?
Sure.
Good. Behind this building. Oh, 好，谢谢。Okay.
I'll meet you guys there. I'll meet you there. I'm gonna walk around. I don't think I want to try food with a big group. It'd be a pain in the ass. I was just over by the vegetarian restaurant. This guy doesn't know where he's going. I asked him if it was his first time doing the tour. He said no, but it seems like it is. God bless him. So religion is a scam. We all know that. Anybody who can think for themselves. So of course they put the sign really too high to read properly because it's China. Chengdu has a thing, I think, about sticking its signs too high to actually be read. I don't know if it's like a bad joke. Like, sometimes I think there must be a bureaucrat in charge of certain things in China, and it makes like them laugh heartily to do stuff like that. We take sign with small print. We stick it high behind fence. You cannot read. You will squint and stare, but you cannot read. Walk around Tianfu Square and try to read those English signs. I did that yesterday. See how you do. Oh, here we go. This one's actually readable. Let me lock my focus. No, I don't want to lock the exposure, I want to lock the focus. To be honest, when you visit one temple, there usually is very little difference between one temple to another. I mean, this is really the whole idea of religion. There are architectural flourishes that you'll see from one to the other, and none of them are exactly the same, but they're so similar that unless you have an express purpose for visiting to see something very specific at that place, or you've never been to a temple before in any other city in China. Sometimes they have neat iconography, like I'm sure there's something that this temple has that's famous. And this goes all the way back to the days of pilgrims. You had to give pilgrims a reason to want to visit your temple versus another one. Whether it was a big carved statue or something like that. My sister's a Buddhist, Soka Gakkai. I think it's Korean Buddhism. So they're doing some prayer now. Well, I think I've seen enough.